my name is Chloe, and I'm going to talk about breastfeeding today. At first, breastfeeding was a bit complicated. It's my son being curious about the camera. But at first it was complicated. He kept wanting to nurse, and I thought he wasn't getting enough. But I found out that whenever they're little, they don't really need that much because their tummies are only about this big in the first few weeks. So they only need about 2 ounces to drink, and that's about it. As long as they're nursing at least 30 minutes every 3 hours, it'll be fine for them. But try not to let them not nurse for more than 4 hours. You need at least 3 hours in between each nursing. But if they want to nurse every 5 minutes, let them. It's not going to be like that the whole entire time. They will eventually stop nursing all the time, and once they start getting down, crawling and everything, they'll nurse less often, especially when they start walking. My son, he's fixing to be 15 months in a couple of weeks, and he only nurses whenever he first wakes up and whenever he gets hurt, and then right before bed. That's about the only time he nurses. Except at nighttime. That's a totally different story. At nighttime, he wakes up every 3 hours to nurse, just like a newborn. We're working on trying to wean him at nighttime. So hopefully we'll have him weaned at nighttime by the end of this month. We've been working on it for a month now, but if not, that's okay. We co-sleep and everything, so nursing's not really that much of a problem nursing at night. And I definitely recommend co-sleeping at nighttime with your baby, because it's a whole lot easier than having your baby in a separate room in a crib, because you're having to get up, go in there, nurse your baby, try to go back to sleep, put your baby back in the bed. And my son, he always woke up. As soon as he touched that bed, he'd wake up. I'd sit him down. I've tried putting his crib right beside mine, and that didn't really work that much either. I don't think he really likes being in the crib itself, because he's fine on just a mattress, and he's in a toddler bed now, and he sleeps in it pretty good during nap time, but he still likes to sleep with me at nighttime, and it's a whole lot easier to co-sleep than it is to be running back and forth between rooms when you're nursing. And nursing in public, I haven't had any problems. I don't use a cover to cover him up because he doesn't like it and he gets hot. But I do wear a shirt over this, like a simple t-shirt or a blouse, and it unsnaps down like this. It's the tank top that I use at home. I don't use a shirt over. I just nursing. You don't really have to cover up at home. And you take a shirt over it, wear a t-shirt or whatever, and you could just raise your shirt up and cover yourself, and you can't really see anything. And it's really easy. And I recommend the Maya wrap for nursing whenever you're walking around everything. You can nurse hands-free. It's very easy. I had the Moby wrap for a little while, but it's like stretchy, and now that my son's older, he likes to push away from me and stuff whenever he's playing and stuff when I'm holding him. And he can climb out of it pretty easily, so it's not very safe for older babies, but it is good for littler babies. And nursing in public, like I said, I haven't had any problems. I've had a lot of people complain about how old my son is, saying that he needs to wean because he's too old and I should have stopped at 6 months. But the World Health Organization says that you're supposed to breastfeed for 2 years and beyond. And today, cow's milk has so many chemicals in it, like growth hormones and all this stuff, and it's not really good for your baby. And I know they've got soy milk and stuff like that, and almond milk and stuff, but breast milk is really the best for your baby. And if you decide to wean early, after a year old, instead of using cow's milk, I would use goat's milk, because it's closer to breast milk than any other kind of milk, especially formulas and stuff, and there's so many things in formulas that are not good for your baby. So I think that's about it for breastfeeding and everything. I haven't really had any problems with biting. Whenever he first started getting his teeth, he started biting. But all it was very easy to break him from. As soon as he'd bite, I'd say, "No, baby, don't bite mommy." And I'd sit him down on the floor for a couple of minutes, and then I'd pick him back up and start nursing again after a few minutes. And he stopped biting. That only happened about 2 or 3 times, and he didn't do it anymore. And he's almost got a full set of teeth now. I've heard a lot of people complain about your baby pinching and clawing you and stuff, and he did that for a while until I found these nursing necklaces. You can get them on Amazon.com. That's where I got mine, Amazon.com. And there's plenty of other websites that have them. Or you could just simply get a necklace at Walmart. I mean, a cheap necklace that has like little pearl beads that's made out of like, as long as it's strong and it won't break easy, so your baby won't choke on it. It's just something to give your baby to play with while they're nursing, so that they won't be grabbing your boob and like digging their fingers in it and stuff, because that does hurt. As long as they have something to play with, or like my little man, he loves like his cars and stuff. He likes to drive them across me and stuff. He loves his little cars. And simple stuff like that, they can keep them occupied while they're nursing. Yeah, is your car? Is your blue truck? And nursing a toddler is actually easier than nursing a newborn, because whenever you're first nursing and stuff, you don't know if they're, like I said, you don't know if they're getting enough, and they're nursing too much, and you don't getting hardly any sleep. I mean, it's just all kinds of problems at first, but it is worth it once you figure out your routine and stuff, and with the stuff your baby likes and what you like. It's really, really easy. And nursing my son, I mean, at 15 months, I really enjoy it. We've bonded really close. He is hardly ever whiny. He's a very happy baby. I have hardly had any problems with him, and teething, I haven't had to use any oral gel, teething tablets, or nothing, because whenever he'd get fussy because his gums hurting, all I'd have to do is just nurse him and he'd be fine. That's all he needed. I don't have to use any medicines or anything. And when he's sick, like he's had the flu a couple times, and instead of going and getting the flu shot, his flu was gone within 3 days. And my older two, when they get the flu, they'd have it for a week or so. Come here, baby. Leave your sissy's clothes alone. So, when they're sick and stuff, nursing helps. Your breast milk helps a lot. And when it's hot outside, your milk, it has stuff in. I forgot what it's called, but it has stuff in it. You need, booby? It has stuff in it that helps your baby to keep hydrated, and same thing with the winter time. There's all kinds of stuff to help your baby. And I did win. Nursing has just been a blessing. I absolutely love nursing. Oh, it has nothing to do with nursing, but I thought I'd tell you about these Grovia diapers. I absolutely love them. This is the owl print. I mean, I love them. I have other videos on here on YouTube about these Grovia diapers. I mean, like I said, they're absolutely wonderful diapers. I've had no problems with them leaking at all. And they're very easy to wash. I mean, you just throw them in the washer, and you have to use laundry detergent that doesn't have any dyes or chemicals, because you don't want anything that repels anything, because you want the diapers to absorb. But anyways, back to breastfeeding. Sorry about that. Like I said, we've been breastfeeding 15 months. We plan on breastfeeding for up to 2 years, and I plan on weaning about 2.5, because I want him to be weaned before he starts preschool. And let's see, other nursing problems. I haven't really had any problems. But if you have any questions, you could just send me a message. Hey, little man, you're in front of the camera. Come here. Here, here, baby. Put the camera back. Come here. Here. If you have any questions about breastfeeding, just send me a message or anything, and I will tell you what I know and what I've experienced. Thank you. There you go.